There we are. We're rolling in. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. This is a pre-recorded program. Should run the little banner for a little while. Yeah, so if you write in the chat and we don't recognize it, that's why.
Most people watch this after the fact anyway, so.
That's right. Good. Yep. And we love everybody that does. Appreciate you all. Whenever you find us. We're here to talk about Corto Maltese, the great Hugo Pratt. We're going to run the opening, and then we'll get right into it. Great stuff today, folks. Especially if you've never seen this work before.
Oh, it's
really
beautiful.
Nice. He said stalling as he finds the opening. Here we are.
Button around here somewhere.
That'll work. That's right. Sunday Funnies. This is the Sunday Funnies for what is it, July? It's August something. It's August 4th.
No, August 4th.
Wow.
This is August 4th already. Holy Moses. We're glad you're here, folks. Sunday Funnies. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find a lot of my work over at aerocomics.store, where very shortly, and I don't have a copy here within arm's reach, but I do have just a handful of them upstairs. I've got copies of the Shadow Kingdom book that'll be available at aerocomics.store here very shortly. So be on the lookout for that. There's not a lot. There's only about a dozen that'll be available. And when they're gone, they're gone. But they'll
Can you put one to one side, please, for someone?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's less than a dozen. When they're gone, they're gone.
They're falling. Numbers are falling. One's just
the
gone.
Numbers are falling already. But yeah, it's a great book. I'm just incredibly proud to be a part of it, and can't wait for you to see more. So and there'll be more.
There's more coming.
More off of that story. It'll be fun. The Atlantean, yeah, that'll be available over at funmycomic.com as soon as we're ready. So when you see it, the campaign, just keep watching us here. We'll let you know when it's up there, and it'll be a lot of fun. First stories took me a little bit to get the plot together, but it's together, and Russ is currently drawing it, and it's going to be a great story. Also joining me this morning is Allison. Allison, good morning.
Hi.
Introduce yourself, please.
Well, I'm Allison, the Alley Cat. I am a cartoonist and a member of the Indie Comics Network. I try to stream on Fridays from 3 to 5-ish is my hope. Doing arting with the Alley Cat. This week, I'm going to have my friend Peter Palmiotti on with me, and we're going to be discussing some things that we're going to be working on together and doing some art.
Cool.
Peter.
Yep. He's my partner in crime.
Oh, that's cool.
That should do it for me. I'm good. I'm
all right.
Here again. So.
Also joining us this morning is Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. I've got 12 books in published. Was it 11 or 12, Randy? 11, just less than a dozen. I'm not sure.
Less than a dozen.
Anyway, no, I think it's 12. Different subjects: JFK assassination, Jack Kirby, sport, travel, science fiction, all kinds of things. I also worked on merchandise characters back in the 80s and 90s. Published magazines, done a lot of things. You can find me on Facebook and places like that. But if you go to Amazon, you'll get the body of my work there. So just put my name in Amazon or Google and you'll find me.
Go over there and take a look, folks. Worth your time. Also, Comics Unlimited magazine.
Oh, which I'm working on the latest issue at the moment.
Yeah.
Issue 15.
I need to do something for that.
Everybody needs to do something.
There we are. Everybody needs to do something for that. Also joining us this morning is Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, introduce yourself.
Morning, my name's Russ Leach. I'm a comic book artist from the UK. If you like 70s and 80s Bronze Age artwork in your books and new stories, whether that be sword and sorcery or high-end science fiction. You can find some stuff like that at my website. That's rustleach.com. You want to find out what's happening with the Atlantean, sign up for the email list, and we can let you know exactly when the crowdfunder is starting. It should be end of September. The artwork's looking like it's going to hit that date. So go over, check it out, rustleach.com, sign up for the email list there.
Excellent. And like I said, today's book is Corto Maltese.
Ooh.
Let me wipe out my name here. There.
No.
Bring it down just a little.
It's
There we
beautiful.
go. It says NBM edition. This was printed back in 19 out of New York. NBM did quite a few books during this period. 1979.
Wow.
1979, folks. Corto Maltese, been around for a while. A very famous international strip, translated into at least 17 languages, if I remember that right on the wiki page.
And what a great place to start with that fantastic lettering. Look at that.
Look at that. Yeah.
The Brazilian eagle.
This is the first set of stories that he did of Corto. The Secret of Tristan Bantam. Done, I think this is serialized in a comic magazine. I can tell you the history of that and the history of Hugo. Here, Hugo Pratt, June 1927 to the 20th of August, 1995 is when he passed. Better known as Hugo Pratt, an Italian comic book creator who was known for combining strong storytelling with extensive historical research on works such as Corto Maltese. He was inducted into the Will Eisner Award Hall of Fame in 2005. He was awarded the 15th anniversary special Grand Prix de la Ville d'Angoulême, I think, at the Angoulême Festival. In 46, Hugo Pratt became part of the so-called Group of Venice with Fernando Carcapino, Dino Battaglia, and Demanio Damiani. Sorry for massacring those names there. He was born in Italy, moved back and forth between Italy and Argentina quite a bit. And he was a cartoonist, dedicated to the work. Loved the classics. He has adapted several classic adventure comics, including Treasure Island, Kidnapped by Robert Louis Stevenson. His first character was Sergeant Kirk, a character first written by Hector Osterfield. Pratt's most famous story, says a Ballad of the Salty Sea, is published in the first issue and introduced in his best-known character, Corto Maltese. Corto's series continued 3 years later in the French magazine Pif Gadget. It's PIF is the first word, and then Gadget, GADGET, but I'm sure it's Gadget over there, right? The T would be silent. Due to its rather mixed family ancestry, Pratt had learned snippets of things such as Kabbalism and much history. Many of his stories are placed in real historical eras and deal with real events. The 1755 war between the French and British colonists and Ticonderoga, colonial wars in Africa, and both world wars, for example. Pratt did exhaustive research for factual and visual details, and some characters and real historical figures some real historical figures are loosely based on them, such as Corto's main friend and enemy Rasputin. Many of the minor characters cross over into other stories in a way that places all of Pratt's stories in the same continuum. From 70 to 84, Pratt mainly lived in France, where Corto Maltese, a psychologically very complex character resulting from the travel experiences and the endless inventive capacity of his author, became the main character of a comic series, initially published from 70 to 73 in the magazine Pif Gadget. It brought him much popular and critical success. Later published in album format, the series was eventually translated into 15 languages. From 84 to 95, he lived in Switzerland, where the international success of Corto Maltese sparked and continued to grow. In France, most of his pre-Corto Maltese works were published in several album editions by publishers such as Casterman, Dargard, and Les Humanoids Associés. Wanderer by nature, Hugo Pratt continued to travel from Canada to Patagonia, from Africa to the Pacific area. He died of bowel cancer on the 20th of August, 1995. Pratt cited authors such as Robert Louis Stevenson, James Oliver Curwood, which has got me down another rabbit hole because he's a local, Zane Grey, Kenneth Roberts, Henry D. Vere, Stackpool, Joseph Conrad, Fenimore Cooper, Herman Melville, and Jack London as influences, along with cartoonists Lyman Young, Will Eisner, and especially Milton Caniff. On Friday, July 15th, 2005, at the San Diego Comic-Con 17th Annual Will Eisner Comic Industry Awards, he was one of the professionals that year that was inducted into the Comic Book Hall of Fame. One of the series created by Pratt, entitled The Scorpions of the Desert in English, has been continued after Pratt's death. In 2005, a sixth volume of this series was released, drawn by Pierre Wazim and entitled La Camine de Février. A seventh album was scheduled by the French publishers Casterman for release in March of 2008. Casterman have also on several occasions hinted at the possible future release of further episodes in the Corto Maltese saga. 2015, IDW Publishing Euro Comics imprint launched the definitive English language edition of Corto Maltese with new translations made from Pratt's original Italian scripts. And those are still readily available over on Amazon for your purchasing pleasure. They are beautiful volumes, incredibly done, watched over by Dean Mullaney, who originally did Eclipse Comics, nice and thick. And each volume has I think at least 4 stories, if not 6 stories in them of Corto, and they sell for $50 a piece. No, I'm sorry, $30 a piece. Well worth your time to look up and go through. In fact, these volumes are a little bit too thick for us to show on camera. That's why I went with the older NBM volumes, because they'll be easier to turn. You should be able to see them. You see them all right? Do I need to tighten the camera at all?
No, it's okay.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
that's one of the best we've seen so far, actually. So
I'm leaving it alone. Well, his work is so straightforward. I mean, very solids, beautiful,
very
line
graphic.
Work. Very graphic, yeah. That
his attention to detail is amazing.
Yeah. So I see a little bit of it reminds me a little bit of Eddie Campbell's work.
Yeah,
in a way. But you can see a lot of Caniff influence there.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of it in there.
Yeah.
That kid there on the third panel on the right hand page looks like a young Bobby Kennedy.
Almost, yeah.
So yeah, it kind of does look like that.
Not much going on in the backgrounds.
Not much here and there, yeah. Yeah, sometimes he'll take his time though. Run an establishing shot with a little bit of background to it. But look at the detail on those wicker chairs here.
Yeah.
It's
For the hell of
beautifully done. Yeah. You can tell he's loving what he's doing, that's for sure. It's our main character sailing the Caribbean seas, getting into trouble, finding adventure wherever.
That top right panel needs a thwack on it.
Yeah, it does.
Bang.
It does.
That's got a small smack to it here under the arm. Yeah.
Smack.
I probably figured it'd get in the way.
Well, I'm not
lines working.
I'm not telling him what to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. He wouldn't listen anyway. He's dead.
No, well, he wouldn't. Would he? I mean, he wouldn't if he was alive, would he? So
Or if he was alive, he probably wouldn't either. But still.
I'm just going to keep passing through here.
yeah.
Oh, the boat is so simple in this design right there, but it looks great. The top left.
Yeah, it works because it's not put the water in there, I think.
Yeah.
As well, because you'd lose all that wonderful rigging, wouldn't you, if there was water there? That's great.
Yeah, you just know there's water there. You didn't have.
Yeah.
You didn't have
Yeah.
anything. It's just implied.
Mm-hmm. There's a few backgrounds here and there, enough to remind you where he's at, or to add to the scene. A little heavier work here. Nice.
Yeah.
These are done as comic strips at this point, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because it kind of reminds me of the old adventure strips a bit more than his comic work. I've only read like the first collection, but I think the earlier stuff, it's very comic strippy, like adventure strippy.
Oh, they're all 4-tier pages here.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if it was stripped down. But back then, that was the format anyway, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But they're also, a little bit less detailed due to the sizing. I mean, they were bigger than they are now, but
You just draw twice up or 3 times up. Yeah. I can't say I've ever seen an original
I've never seen an original either.
of Hugo's work.
Do you know, this is just my personal preference, but I really don't like panels where the word balloon ends the panel. Do you understand what I mean? Where the line has gone.
Oh, where it's like part of the paneling.
Yeah,
Like
I don't like
here,
that.
you mean?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there. I see.
I don't like that kind of thing. That's just my...
Simonson's real heavy for doing that.
Yeah.
He does that a lot on his work.
Yeah. I don't like it. To me, it sort of separates it from the illustration. But
Yeah, I could see where you'd think that.
I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with Hugo Pratt and Walt Simonson.
No.
Best not to.
No, I can understand that. That's his personal taste, so yeah.
Yeah.
But on this, you're...
It's done a good job.
Oh, yeah. Amazing. On this, too, on the inking side, it's just solids. I mean, a lot of this almost looks like he had a large magic marker that he was running on.
Dude, just like
very
filled huge spot blacks and
Yeah.
went down with it. Yeah.
not a lot of feathering work, but it just really adds to his style. Just
I bet
solid.
Yeah,
shadow.
I bet there's not a lot on the pencils either.
Probably not.
They're probably
'Cause
very
he's
simple.
Just dropping it. Yeah, just dropping it in. I mean, look at that guy on the bottom, on the left-hand page of the last panel where he's covering his head up. Look at the black on the jacket and the way it's just knocked in, and the side of the head and the hat. He won't have drawn anything there because he knows what he's doing with it.
You probably didn't even fill it in with pencil. You probably just, basically
That's
did it
right.
then, like did an outline, then just blocked it out. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Plus, all that black adds to the solemnness of the mood of the panel.
yeah, the death of the person. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a death. He's putting somebody to bed or whatever.
So just getting back to what I was saying about breaking the panel with the word balloon, if you look at the third tier down there on that left-hand page, he's done it on one, but not on the next one.
No.
Yeah, same with the first tier at the top. Actually,
Yeah.
no, he doesn't bolt at the
Yeah.
first tier.
Yeah. I don't get that book anyway.
Yeah, and then the last one on the second tier, he didn't do it.
Yeah.
The first one, he does do it with our lead, and then
Yeah. I'm not sure what his rules for that are. Probably a stylistic choice.
I like the way he's done that black lady there with the scarf on. The way he's done that black under her face. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
yes, her face looks great.
Yeah.
The way the light's hitting it, the shadowing and everything. That
Yeah.
just looks great. Again, it's very simple. He probably didn't really do a lot with it.
Yeah.
Just blocked it out.
The openness on this too, he might not have wanted to run that line there because he had all of this dialogue on this page, and it's almost pressed right up to the top of that line. That to put that border in would have really been in the way.
Yeah. The Asian woman on the next panel there, she looks really good too. This is a very simple thing. Like she's like a background character in it, but you can definitely see just personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's very deceptively simple too. Lines.
Yeah.
Just put on the page, but he knows where to place it in order to get that look more wicker chair here. That's a great panel. And that detail here is fun. The danger is here. It says, bang.
That kid's
Look at
having a bad day.
Yeah, he is. Look at that thick line with the guy firing the revolver on that panel there. Look at that thick line on his arm.
Yeah, the underarm.
Shadow.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, here you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to pull your attention to it. Here as well. He's hiding. That's pretty cool.
Wow. The shape of that black lady's face is making me think of Halo Jones.
Yeah.
The shape of it, and the big cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got done looking at Halo Jones a couple days ago. Hint, hint.
Is that like days will seem like years?
Yes. No,
book.
it'll seem like days to us, so that's all good.
Captain.
We got one more Halo Jones. We've recorded this before we did Comics by Night this Friday, so that's what we're looking at this Friday is Halo Jones.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. All of the shadow work from the burning ship there.
I mean, look at that third panel there on the right page when he's pushing the guy forward. Just blocked in.
Yeah.
Just blocked in. Fantastic. Yeah. I like his smoke.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can tell these are really meant to be in black and white.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He doesn't see adding color to these at all. And then just the hard locks here
and the panel underneath where the fist is coming towards you but heading for the other guy. That was a great shot, isn't it? Then the bang.
Great transition. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I like the lead into that. You have the before, then you have the after effect of the pump. Yeah.
Yep.
Quite good.
It's nice.
Nice water as well on that panel where he's looking back, where he's life saving that guy. Yeah, the next one that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
The whole use of it here.
Yeah. Just blocks, isn't it? Blocks everywhere.
Yep.
Fantastic. Mm.
Hey, boys, is an ink out. There, now let's start over. Hello, I'd like to speak to Kirchester. Yes, gotcha. But must you be so aggressive? Why are you so mean? By birth. Good, mean people fascinate me. Please have a seat and tell me how I can help you. I'm Kirster. Ah, that's a surprise. Happens last night a sailor died telling me a strange story. He had a lot of money in his pocket and the address of this boat. I saw your name on the door. Yeah. Another nice shot here. Huh. This guy's got a hook and a patch.
And a patch,
Think he might be a pirate?
He could be.
I think you're assuming his agenda.
Yeah.
That could be, yes.
Well, it's obviously Harpo Marx.
Yeah, that too. Look at that hair.
In Pirates of the Caribbean, playing the part of Nick Fury.
Here he handled the problem in both directions. He kicked the desk at the guy and knocked his chair back into the pirate dude. Looks like he knocks him into the shades there. And again, just like with Toth, he knows how much to put in. Doesn't do a lot of details. Just the silhouette on those shades there. That's all it's needed. That's all he does. Crazy. Uh-oh. Looks like we're getting into a little bit of voodoo.
Voodoo?
Voodoo. Like you do.
Yes.
With the heebie-jeebies.
Look at that great shot right there.
That kid at the top is more from RFK to Paul McCartney now.
Yeah. Young Paul McCartney.
Ooh.
That, folks, is why we buy Paul McCartney records.
Still. I'm that bad that you'd buy Paul McCartney instead.
I love that last panel on the right page, though. That's beautiful.
It's fabulous, isn't it? Yeah. That's great.
Does a lot.
Doesn't move his camera about a lot, though, does he?
Here and there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
No.
He's quite rigid with his choice.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of bodies.
It's like he's thinking, if it's a talking head, it's a talking head. Get over it.
Yeah, that's the end of it. Get over it. Yeah, I'm telling a story here. Shut up.
Though that camera angle is pretty much the same, he still moves a little bit. Tries to make it more interesting.
This just goes to show, folks, that there's no set way of telling your story.
Rendezvous and bye,
Whatever works.
Yep.
Look at
Really great start.
I think what it shows is that if Marvel wrote decent stories, no one would complain about all the eating food and talking heads. It really comes down to, is it any good?
Yep. I like the way you see the boat, and then you see the I don't know what they call it, the thing holding the rigging, holding the what's it called?
The rigging here?
Yeah, the rigging. So you know he's on the boat.
Yeah. Yep.
The sail.
They left this with the exposition starting there. They left this all open. I would have been tempted to start the dialogue up there, but just this wide open space to show the vastness of the sea that they're sailing in. Oof.
Oh dear.
A great shot.
So those they're going fast, aren't they?
Yeah.
What do you reckon? 15 pages a day for this guy? What?
Yeah.
Probably.
Hard to say. Probably not 15 though. At least a couple, I would think. Help yard.
Okay.
In the natives, he's got a feather through his nose.
Has he got that feather through his nose?
Yeah. They're very nice and won't hurt a fly as long as you don't provoke them, as Frofro did. The other guy must have been Frofro, the guy who got the shafts through his body. Look at that. It's heavy silhouette, real light lines here on the boat. This guy's got a scar across his face.
Very strange.
Oh, that's great. Look at that. That whole posture. It's just,
Speaks good English, this guy, doesn't he?
yeah.
Well, it's sharpened up.
Sorry. Those two bastards who assassinated my friends after robbing them. If their names are Toad, Eyes, and Hook, your worries are over. Cayenne, one is dead and the other is in prison. Kirster, who organized those escapes, is dead also. Indeed. Those are the ones.
Isn't it funny how there's a lot of words in this story, but it doesn't seem to cram spoil the artwork or anything.
No.
We said before, I don't know whose work it was now, but there was a lot of exposition, and it was hampering the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this isn't.
Well, he's lettering and drawing, and writing. This is all him. Apparently, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it's still only got the same.
Brett, so.
It's still only got the same space.
Yeah.
But it's not getting in the way.
No.
And then he'll do that last panel there with the tarot card person and do all that detail there.
Mm-hmm.
Just remind you that he can. But like you say, he doesn't need to, because he's telling a story and it's enough. He puts enough in.
Yeah. It's a great profile right there.
Yeah.
I like it. And this pose here is amazing. It looks relaxed.
Yeah.
The posture on it is just impressive. And some of this is printed a little light, so it's not your screen. Some of this is a little lighter gray than others. Probably at the end of the print run. Right before they restock the black ink.
It's fantastic. I just love the way he draws those faces, those black people with that heavy black underneath. It really is good.
Yet not at all your average stereotype, you know. They look like
No.
real people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Not easy to do.
No. And that's why we're looking at his work.
That's right.
Look at that. Look at what she says there. That guy says, "My sister Morgana," and the lady says, "Mother, oh God, they're the spitting image." Brilliant.
Yes, if he weren't so pale.
Yeah. Fantastic. That's brilliant.
My sister is Negro. Don't be silly. She's a gorgeous girl. Father never told me. Your father certainly gave no heed to such banalities. There you are. Oh, look at that.
You've gone to Easter Island there.
A little bit of mysticism going on.
Yeah.
I'm surely dreaming. I don't understand. I must wake up. What is this round stone? I am the entrance to the world of Mu.
Stargate.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
That's Steve Ditko.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
I love that. Almost Mayan or Incan looking, huh?
Yeah. There's one of those Stargate things like that in Guatemala.
Yeah.
Very strange. If you look at that hand on the third tier there near your thumb on your left hand side, it's not clever, is it? That hand. Yeah. Or the next one to it.
Yeah, it's a mystical hand coming out of the mouth. It's just smoke.
Smoke.
Whose motherland will disappear in the sea of fire. I don't understand any of this. I'm not trying to understand. You're still too attached to your terrestrial history. Here you are in another dimension. Your father looked for our world. My father? Yes, he got close with the help of magic, but he did not accomplish his mission. You are here to continue. I will give you the means to stay in touch with us, and thus we will be able to relive within you. Now look. It knows.
It must be on. Those two guys must be on top of the world's smallest ziggurats there.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a talking skull.
What they're doing to him?
Sorry.
What they're doing to him?
Looks like they're about to sacrifice him. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Guess he's had better days.
You don't want to die. Don't want to no. My God. Milner is there as well. This is your awakening, Tristan. You had a nightmare. Yeah. The kid slapping.
Premonition.
I only show you my disgust with a slap. I wish Corto Maltese were here. Ah, yes. The bloke who sent me a doll full of pins in London.
Look at what he says on that top panel there. I came for your chocolate sister. Wow.
Hmm.
You'd get away with that now, wouldn't you?
And that's the attitude back during this time period, though.
Yeah.
Where are you from? I left men in front. Keep it in.
Say this was from the early 70s.
I think so. I'm not sure. I try to find a copyright date on the actual work and not the printing. Oh, give me a sec here. Yeah, 1979 is the printing.
79, wow. So it's
Shouldn't
late. So it's late 70s then.
79, 86 for the English translation. So it's probably printed in 86. That'd be about right for when I got this book.
Right.
So I think they said he worked on this strip back in the early 70s, 70 to 73.
Right.
Great. Half face there. There, it's almost a up the nose shot here.
These were never in color though, were they?
No,
Good.
no, I don't ever remember seeing any of it in color other than covers. My eye was immediately drawn to the sound effect here. That's very much a look that Jim Aparo has with his sound effects, where he blends
Right.
the letters together
Yeah.
for his effects. Just really enjoy his work. So there's only this leather bag. So the one says, "It is for Tristan." Hibbins. Tis Tupaka's skull. So what's happening? I must still be dreaming. I have been dreaming before. This relic is from another world. This is an incredible story. It's not possible. Another great distance shot. A couple of them here.
Look at that. Yeah, the black on the shadow on that last page, the last panel especially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Just
dab,
blocks.
dab, dab.
yeah, just great, isn't it?
The little
Casual.
thin lines for the clouds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Push it back.
Just impressionist. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic.
This
Love
is the
this too.
shadow of the boat.
Yeah.
silhouette here.
Down at the last panel where it has the shadow in the water,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. It's very simple, gets right to the point.
Yep.
I like it. And it just alludes to it. Again, he didn't really draw the water or anything. It was just kind of like
Yeah,
a line.
Nope.
and in the same panel, it's great the way that the clouds have got all the detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that thin line work. Beautiful work there. Sure shot Samba.
There you go, those seagulls go fast again.
A little bit more detail than what he's done on them before. And again, those beautiful thin line clouds back behind. And the silhouette of the boat is just really bounce off of each other. And a real simplistic shadow here as well.
Do you think that top left of the top panel might have been where the title was? You know,
I
that
don't know.
open space near the seagulls. Do you think the title might have been there if it was a strip?
The last couple of chapter
Could be.
headings, yeah, it could have been this lettering here.
Yeah.
Sure saw combo.
Yeah.
It could have been right in there.
Yeah, probably was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at that panel there, that lady, the black lady looking at you, the fifth panel with that hat on, and she's looking directly at you with that shadow. How good is that?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's quite good. But I get this feeling that she's about to slap me because her kid just got eaten by a shark.
And it's your fault.
Just really channels that scene in Jaws.
Yeah. There's the beach. Ethiopia.
Look at the way that lady's sitting on that wicker chair. She's just over to the left and she's sitting down proper, and the other one is, with a straight back. It's like she's the queen relaxing, and the other girl's the servant, and she's not.
Mm-hmm. Just looking at the gazebo there. Beautifully done. And here at the end, just the solids for the hair and the shadow. Just amazing. So let's find one that fits you. Yeah. One of 1,000 sterling gold. Sound good? Stop, my dear gold mouth. What may be clean to one may be dirty to the next. Yeah. And so of morals, there are many. Yeah. So let's find one that fits you. Yeah. Look at that shot right there. He's all relaxed, doing a big info dump. Steering the boat.
Yep.
Great stuff. Just a little bit of water here. The shadow. A few lines just to remind you where you're at. A little bit of brush work, literally. A little bit of pen work on brush foliage back here to show them they're on the coast or running down a river.
I got mute for a second here. Somebody moving a grill in the background.
We're still good. I'm a little low. Here, I can stop that banner so that you can see more. And again, folks, sorry, we are pre-recorded today. That's the camera. I don't want to bump the camera. We look pretty solid there. Just to show the canopy without showing the a lot of detail. Just a few lines, and every other flange on the canopy is a different color, solid black to white. It's a nice touch. Set up here.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Really clever the way he does it.
Very smart. Uh-oh. Just line work here. Just line work. That's interesting. Little steamboat. Paddle wheel. You on the yawl. Come closer. Yeah, it'll be right there. Well, Captain.
My neighbor's been out, so that's the noise.
Let's help you, but of course. Again, look at that stance.
I'll tell you what he does. He leaves a lot of backgrounds out, and it gives it a lot of space. Like on that third panel, that third tier there where he's talking. And
Here you mean?
yeah, there's so much you could put in there. And like there's a lot of words, like I said, but it's not taking up, doesn't seem to be taking up too much room. And then it hits the white space, and then the detail. It's really uncluttered, isn't it? It's really, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
His stuff is definitely solid. I mean, it's very, very good. And his use of just like, I'm going to plot blacks in, and they're just going to work.
Yeah.
Like, right page, third to last panel, on the guide guy or whatever he is. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Just the amazing amount of blacks, but it's like, he leaves such an impression just by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Really pops him from the background and everything, which is a very simple background, but it works.
And he also shows you, or tells me, it's very bright there as well with those heavy blacks and that white space.
Yeah.
Very stark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, under the canopy.
Yeah. I like the way he does
Just
the flecks of light coming through on the
Yeah.
sailor, and on the guy above, he's got that fleck of, that's coming through the cover. Breaks it up. It's very clever.
Yeah. Oh,
And then he goes totally cartoony.
little bit of action here.
Well, Cordo's leg is like, watch, I can do a cartoon character.
Yeah. I Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great action there when he tips over, then he's getting the guy's gun out of the holster, and he's pointing it.
He got exaggerated like that with the when he was in that guy's office too, with the chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
Exaggerated fighting's cool.
Maybe he feels it shows movement.
Because the body positions for the characters are very stiff.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's definitely a sense of action from it in movement, even though the characters are very, very stiff.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's fun. The last panel on the right side is gorgeous.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's like showing how to use blacks.
Yep.
Like, you want to do a lot of blacks, this is how you do it.
And then the angle here and the tier above, just great stuff.
Yeah.
Almost a worm's eye view. They're very dramatic.
And also the accuracy in the weapons as well always impresses me.
Yeah. It's about to shoot him. Guy in the tree shoots the guy about to shoot Corto. They're in the tree.
With cheese.
And again, just blocks
Yeah.
of black to show the brushes. A little bit of the squiggle line back behind it to show more of the bush with weeds and stuff and the foliage in the jungle. Real heavy detail here on this tree trunk. Real heavy shadows here on these characters. They're probably dark skinned anyway. They're all in hats. There's a little face there. When I first looked at it, I thought it was kind of cartoony. And then you see that guy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Really good. Little shadow work under here. Jumping out of the tree. Again, their legs are a little distended.
I wonder if you know that Narm book that Marvel did. Was it Bob McLeod?
Michael Golden.
Yeah, and they were. I wonder if they saw this and were influenced it subliminally because it's like cartoony, but the weapons are real. In that Vietnam series, that's what they did. When they drew a helicopter or an M16 rifle or a helmet, it was always like it was real, but the characters were cartoons or cartoony.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that book. If I run across it, we'll take a look at it.
Okay.
And Michael Golden material is just amazing. And then, who is it? Lomax comes in afterwards, and
I only saw the first few.
Is really good as well. That strip ran for quite a while.
Yeah, it did. Last issue had the Punisher.
Yeah.
Before he was the Punisher.
Nice shot here. The Corto's boat, just thin lines, but the captain's boat there, the official's boat, all in heavy.
I like the guy's hat. It's like it's halfway between an Inca god and a pirate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bang.
It's like folded up like he's wearing a taco.
Tacos.
Tacos.
Wrapped around.
Taco Tuesday.
That's it.
Every
On a
day's
Sunday.
a taco day.
Every day's a taco day.
Very
That's right.
true. But Taco Tuesday just sounds good.
Wow. Is that Gringo? I am but a ruffian. Another great establishing shot here. Not afraid to turn that figure.
No. And that previous
down.
page, the last panel on the previous page where he's laughing, that's a great pose of those arms.
It
isn't
is.
it?
Yeah. Great pose.
Ha, 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 ha.
That whole bottom tier is great too. His expression is amazing. Almost sly. Sure shot the Redeemer lets you go free. Quick little silhouettes here for the dialogue. A lot of dialogue going on there. You think they're going to let him go free?
Yeah,
I just
they will do. Yeah,
let him go. Yeah,
yeah. They're not
Yeah,
really
let him
bad.
go.
Just
They're
like
not.
shit. Just like
They're just on that way.
they're just like beheading people and throwing them off cigarettes. You know, they're not bad.
Yeah.
They're
See how
just
far Ed can
misunderstood.
bounce.
Great shot here.
It's more like a tank than a ship than a boat.
Yeah, it does. Yep. Couple of paddle wheels on each side, or a paddle wheel on each side. Can you give me the 1,000 shillings? Here's my head on a silver platter. Shoots him. And again, it's like the only time he exaggerates the anatomy is when action's going on.
Yeah.
And the arms extended.
This guy with a hat's a bit of a. He likes that gun, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Bang.
Takes the other guy out too. What's going on?
Look at that last panel there on that page.
Yeah.
The menace of that.
Almost cinematic.
Yeah.
You could see that as a shot in a movie. It's beautifully done. That too. Everybody's leaning forward into the noise. Listen, Koto Maltese, it's submachine gun. And we can't move. Yep. It's the colonel's men. Sound the siren. He'll know we're coming. Gunboat. Captain de Oliveira is dropping in just in time. It's in your hand, gringo. Uh-oh. Cam off and I'm not back in an hour. Return to Bahia. We'll meet back there. Looks like he's got a little dynamite in his hand. Oh, yep.
But it didn't destroy the gun.
Hey, need some gunpowder? Poof. That gun's still good. There you are. Comes in handy. Sure shot, it's over. Sure shot, what's the matter? Are you deaf? Oh, he's dead. Sure shot is dead. He's got a little blood there coming out of his nose.
So he's dead and he's still sitting up.
Yeah, still in the same position.
No, he was just too tired to move.
He's wounded when he killed these two. One of them must be the colonel. I came too late. Too late. And these people have lost another leader. leader like this is not found so easily. The Redeemer, then Shearshot. This rebellion will have lost a lot. They eliminated the colonel, but there will be other colonels to exploit these people. For each colonel, there will be 100 Shearshots. Gringo, we've learned our lesson, and we will not forget it.
Brazilian eagle.
Again, that space there.
Yeah. That might be why it's there.
I kind of wish they left it.
Yeah, I think it looks good like that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Look at all the detail here. Just
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Beautiful work.
Yeah, that's really incredible. I feel like he's getting more of his feel. I mean, it's the 4 stories. Kind of like he's starting to really hit the stride now.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. It's a lot more detail.
Wow. Yeah. There's background suddenly.
Yep.
Still,
Could be he's getting noticed, so he's giving it back in his love for the work.
or maybe it's just because there's a lot of shutters. They're easy to draw.
Could be that too.
I like the way he's drawn the lady's dress at the end in the last panel there, where it's moving.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. You just seen some Steve Ditko shutters. They thought, oh, that'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do.
The trees
They'll
back here.
do.
What a great shot here. Overhead, the lamp and the background, him sitting in a chair. It's fantastic. Dresses are still moving.
Yeah. Nice detail on that lady's scarf as well in that first panel.
Yeah.
On that one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he's walking on stilts there, doesn't it?
Yeah. An emblem.
Just flick your eyes on those last 5 panels and he picks that guy, taps him on the shoulder. He just grinning and then just picks him up. Hey, shorty, let go.
Yeah, throws him around.
Oh,
Yeah, he's killing him.
There's one for Russ. There's a move. Look at that.
Yeah.
Foot to the head.
Not sure about that one. High risk.
It's broken his nose, but you've broken your neck.
Yeah. High risk. High risk move. Don't bother with it. Punch him in the nuts.
Yeah. Jawbreaker.
It seems to me if you're quick enough to get onto a headstand and hit someone in the face with the bottom of your foot, you're probably quick enough to hit them in the nuts.
Yeah.
Save the effort.
Yeah.
That umbrella.
Go to hell, brother. Look at that fourth panel on the right hand page. That lady there with that hat. Look at her neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Mm.
It's great stuff. Her hat, just a decoration on her hat in general, and then the umbrella.
Yeah.
The parasol she's got there.
There's Mr. T there. Look on the left on the third panel on the left hand page.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right here too.
Mr. T meets Elvis.
Yeah.
I pity the fool. Uh-huh.
Oh, look at that. That took a little bit of steady handwork there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Beautiful.
Pretty sure he didn't use a ruler.
No, I wouldn't think so. It doesn't look like it.
No. No, that looks free-handed.
Even the circle looks free-handed here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the previous page for the Star of David / Seal of Solomon, that looks free-handed as well.
Yeah.
This goes to show you, don't always need to use a ruler.
No. He's really hitting a stride here.
Hmm.
This whole page is beautiful. Look at that. There's a boat there.
Look at the shadow on that boat on the last panel.
Here?
Yeah, the solid shadow.
This here is something too. This whole
Yeah.
thing is just incredible.
Yeah, that last panel's a corker, isn't it?
Whole page is great. It's getting a little bit of line work in here with the shadow. Don't see that very often on this.
I reckon does a lot of this line work with a pen and then goes back on with a brush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that.
Well, all the geniuses do.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I've started doing that as well. And it's Cubert. Just watching Cubert's inks, watching him ink something, just incredible.
Silhouette there. Just quick line work here for the brush work, or for the brush, the bush here, to show the jungle back behind him.
Oh no.
Is that quicksand?
Yeah.
The kid needs me. He'll shoot me later. Make yourself alien in my life. Be careful, wise guy. It may go off. Nice contrast there. Suddenly the room has fallen silent.
Yeah, we're just looking at this fantastic artwork. It's just
I'm kind of taken in.
just
a bit.
great. Well, look at that. Look at the left-hand page, the last panel, the profile of that guy.
This has very much has something of the unique about it.
Yeah.
It's got its own feel. So many others you can say, oh, it's got a bit of that, it's got a bit of that in it, and obviously all artists overlap, but this is quite individual.
What happened there on the second tier left-hand page, the first panel? Look at that. The back of his head's missing on up to the panel. See it?
Yeah, just a little. I don't know.
It's got bored. It's like, I've had enough of this.
Yeah,
I'm not doing any more of that here. They can see what's going on.
Figure it out.
I'm noping out.
I don't know if somebody in the maybe they had to stretch the pages out or something. Grabbed it and just pulled it, or cut it and moved it over. They wouldn't have been able to do it by computer back then, when this was printed anyway. But that's kind of what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like.
They found me.
Fourth story. Yeah, in the other reprinting, it's kind of like that, only it doesn't look like it's quite as severe.
Yeah.
It's moved over a little.
Oh.
Huh.
Maybe they needed it to get the lettering in.
Must be some sort of mechanical problem. Yeah, could very well be. Here too.
Yeah.
It's an open space. Here as well. There's a little space there. Almost as if they stretched the pages out by redoing the panel borders.
Yeah.
Yeah, there too.
Ooh. Shot him 3 times, but he still got him over the cliff. See you later. The cliff suddenly changed from a flat cliff to a pointed one.
Too stubborn to die.
Crack. Oh. Look at that German on the German boat. Look at that panel at the end. Who does that look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Never seen a face like that before.
It looks
gotta
kind
be
of crazy.
It's got to be a bad guy. He's got a monocle.
He's on the German boat. That's what I'm saying.
He's got a little Hitler stash working too.
You boat?
This is interesting.
You drive? You car? You plane? You boat?
Well, the boat's empty. We've been had. Boom.
Very strange.
Epilogue, almost. Last minute explanation. Not a lot of detail in the background. One last parting shot. Adventures continue in Volume 2. Banana
You know it.
Conga. Yeah.
He's dead.
Great stuff.
A lot of killing in this book.
The Corto Maltese, adventurer for money and for freedom, or for freedom. Sailor in the Caribbean seas of the early part of this century. Unpuzzling riddles to a fortune, overthrowing a voodoo tyranny, or working for the bewitching eyes of an exotic woman. Catch a salty gust of sea wind and join him.
Your salty dust of sea wind.
Yeah. Salty gust. Gust of sea
Salty
wind.
gust.
Yeah, G with a G,
Ooh.
not a salty gust.
Suck
Yeah.
that sea wind in.
Yeah.
I'm all waiting for it now.
What a great
Yeah.
great seagulls there. Look at that.
Yeah.
I can hear them
Amazing.
squawking in my head.
So we've been looking at
Crapping
Corto
on my
Maltese,
car.
folks. Yeah. The Brazilian eagle.
Oh God, no! I tell you what, we've got pigeons, and they dump on my truck, and I'm telling you, I think they eat Chinese takeaways or something. Just the volume of stuff they dump on my bonnet.
It's the same as seagulls, yeah.
Yeah,
We get
seagulls
them
are
around.
the same. Yeah,
We get them around here because we're close to the Great Lakes. And I was over at on the coast one time, early morning, having breakfast, and one of them came in and took my bagel. Never forget it. It was
yeah,
crazy.
that's seagulls. Yeah,
Swooped right in, grabbed it, took right off.
they'll take small children and puppies down the West Country.
Very
Yeah.
true. They will. I've seen it happen. They're evil beasts.
Evil beast.
Evil beasts.
They have fire in their hearts.
I saw them working as a group once. This little kid, about 5, little girl, had a bag of chips, and one flew at her. She screamed and threw the chips everywhere. Then all of a sudden, there were 1,500 seagulls all grabbing one chip.
Yeah.
So I reckon they take turns in flying at the kid.
You have to admire them
Working as a team. Yeah.
Yeah.
working as a team. Better than humans.
Get the job done.
Well, they all shared the same goal: chips for lunch.
Yep.
Yeah. Corto Maltese, folks. Hugo Pratt. Great stuff. And again, those books are still available. The collections, well worth your time. Nice and thick. I think we went through 4 stories here. I think there might be 5 or 6 in the the newly collected volumes. There's one more. Yeah, there's 6 stories, and each of these done by IDW back when they were printing great stuff. Euro Comics. They were doing great comic strip reprints and doing this kind of material. There's a whole, I think there's 6 volumes at least in the run. There is a bunch of them, but they're all beautifully done, just like what we looked over.
They're very good, very enjoyable.
Well worth the price of
Very
admission.
good.
Folks.
Yes.
Corto Maltese. Are we going to look at this again next Sunday?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
I'll probably look at more of those.
Yeah.
Shall we? I got the second volume in that set. So
Yeah.
Banana Conga, folks, next week. So join us back then.
What was the name of that IDW collection?
The who what?
What was the name of the IBW collection?
They're all listed under Corto Maltese, but it was Euro Comics.
Yeah.
If you see the logo that they've got here is the old Eclipse logo. It's done by Dean Mulaney, who used to run Eclipse Comics.
Euro Comics.
Yeah.
Euro Comics. I don't think they printed very much stuff other than Corto. I don't know of anything, but Dean Mulaney was a really big strip fan. So, and they have a listing of set of books that they did with the covers on these editions are really nice because they have a fold-out map of the South Atlantic Ocean in it.
That's
and
really
showing
Wow.
the run. Picture of Hugo, rundown of who he was. Same on the other side too. North Atlantic Ocean. It's beautiful gatefold covers. Under the sign of the Capricorn. This is all the material that we already looked through. But there's a listing on one of these books of the different volumes right there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 in the set.
Yeah.
And they go back into the mystical land of Mu again, too. The last volume is entitled Mu. Each volume has 6 stories. The NMB volumes only had 4. Or NBM volume only had 4 chapters in it. But these are great books. Nice and thick, good quality stuff. Back when they had people at IDW that knew how to do great reprint collections.
You don't sound bitter.
Oh, I didn't mean for it to sound too bitter, but
I'm joking.
just disappointing. Anyway, they were doing that great series of Dick Tracy reprint books that were just
those
amazing.
were good. Those are very
Phenomenal. Good. Yeah. Them and Fantagraphics really do great comic strip reprint sets. Got a Thimble Theater of from Fantagraphics. It's just beautiful. Is it the first?
I have the first few volumes of that.
Yeah, first appearance of Popeye in there. Banana Conga next week, folks. More Corto Maltese. We'll see you then. Hope you enjoyed this.
Woo-hoo.
Sorry it was pre-recorded. Next week's will be live. So we'll have the chat open. Love to get your input on what we're looking at here.
Definitely.
Even still, wherever you're watching this, make sure you leave a note in the chat, leave a like. Let us know what you think. If we should cover more of this material, I love comics in all their forms and have all sorts of different types of material. Even some I can't read, but I've got a great volume of text, a couple volumes of text from Italy that we could look at. That's a hardcore Western book, one of which was done by Joe Kubert, one of the last things he did.
Oh,
That
yeah, no, that's
we'll look
definitely
at
worth looking at.
here soon.
I've got the Steranko Outland, but it's in French.
Yeah.
But the
That's
artwork
all right.
is stunning, as you can
We're not-
imagine.
Fridays aren't about reading the story, are they?
Not really, no.
They're
Visuals are
about
amazing.
what it looks like and how it's done. Yeah.
That's on
Do it,
that's
mate, do it.
on my list whenever I'm at a show that I'm looking at for the Outland book and his Chandler book. I'd like to get I had a copy of it here at one time, and I don't know what happened to it, but Steranko's Chandler, it's kind of like a hard-boiled detective story. It's got some great imagery in it.
Well, it's
I'll
got
show
nothing to
that
do with
off
Friends.
if I ever find it. Pardon? No, nothing to do with Friends.
No, okay, fair enough.
It's more to do with Raymond Chandler. It's a big detective author.
Yeah. It's Chandler's dad.
Yeah, Chandler's dad. Probably Chandler's grandpa. But anyway. More Corto Maltese next week, folks. We're really glad that you stopped by. We hope you leave a note in the chat. Let us know what you think. Got a half a dozen volumes of Go 13 too. I wouldn't mind showing off.
Those would be great to go through.
Some great stuff there.
Yeah, I'm all for going through Go. I think that'd be great.
Folks, if there's anything else you want us to take a look at, let us know. Be happy to consider looking at it. I can guarantee you soon we've got more Kirby coming, New Gods coming, Avengers versus Defenders Clash, the first one. We'll look at that. Maybe some early Justice League, Justice Society crossovers. We've got those too. So love to show those off. So it's not, also Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. Got to get around to that. And some Vaughn Baudet material eventually. I'll have to see how much we have to censor that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But be good to show off. If you have any suggestions, like I said, drop us a line in the chat. We are archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel and X, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, but most especially over at the Indie Comics Network here on YouTube, where they have all of our past shows. We've been doing this for about a year and a half now. Sunday Funnies, I think we've been doing for 2 years, maybe a little longer. And we do this. We show this stuff off because we love it. It's what inspires us, what keeps us working. And there's so much great sequential art out there. If you're disenchanted by modern corporate comics, don't fear. Go out there and take a look at the independent market. Go out there and look at some of the other things that other folks are doing. I'll tell you, I picked up a couple of copies last week, and I was really pleasantly surprised. I picked up Red Coat from Ghost Machine, and it read incredibly well and looked really good. And Gone by Distillery. Well, things kind of reminded me of Halo Jones. It's prompted me to finish that off and get into it. Maybe we'll show a little bit of that here soon too. Well, Halo we looked at Friday, but maybe we'll look at Gone as well. Folks, again, appreciate you being here. Allison, tell folks where they can find you.
You can find me here at the Indie Comics Network every Friday. Some Fridays when I can actually get going on it. Summers are hard. Doing Arting with the Alley Cat 3 p.m. This week I'll have my great friend Peter Palmiotti on, which will already have passed by the time you all see this. But anyway, recording it now, so I didn't think that far ahead.
It's still archived over there for folks to go and look for. Yeah, absolutely.
Very true. So you can hang out with that because we're getting the band back together. And so forth. And I try to appear on this wonderful show with these kind gentlemen when I can. Other than that, I draw comics. Yay. I'm going to go back to bed soon. So.
There we go.
It's hot. I need to put my AC back on.
Yeah. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me at russleach.com. Like I said earlier, don't forget to sign up for the email list, and you will be kept up to date with the production on the Atlantean, where to get the latest versions of the Shadow Kingdom. There's a retail version in hand right now. There's also an artisan edition on the way. Lovely oversized hardback, black and white. So go there, russleach.com, sign up for the email list.
Can't wait to have that out there and available for folks too. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
You can get me on the usual places like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and whatever they are this week. But if you want to see the main body of my work and publishing work is on Amazon. And if you go to From My Comic, you'll be able to pick up a copy of my character Hatch and his annotated book there. 100-page book, nice thick book, lots of artwork in there. But yeah, if you just go to Amazon and put my name in, or Google and put my name in, you'll find out where I am and what I do.
Cool. Yep. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find me over at aerocomics.store. We can find a lot of great, entertaining comics. Not all of them are mine, but they're all great, meant to entertain you. There's Soul Tack over there. There's Chrome Dog, Rift Riders, the Hybrids has quite a few issues over there by the great Luke Stone. And my work also is over there, like The Fool and Paragon, which is a fun superhero title, Alice in Chains as well. And coming soon, we'll have the, as soon as I can get it lettered, we'll have the Unforgiven over there as well and available at the store. So, and that's a great superhero story as well. Plus Hero Bot Zero, which is a book that I've done primarily on in my cartoony style. It's a little 3-foot-tall giant robot that fights big monsters in a city as long as he can do it on the clock and get time and a half for overtime, hazard pay. Lots of fun stuff over there. Plus, now we have a merchandise store over at aerocomics.store where you can buy shirts, jackets, hoodies, even coffee mugs over there as well. And go with the Aero Comics logo on it. So go over there and take part. So I got to get me an Aero Comics mug here soon so I can start showing it off. I think that's it, folks. Go out and visit your local retailer where you can find books like Corto Maltese on your more discriminate retailers. We carry a wide variety of stuff, but there's so much great material, a lot of which gets looked over and passed over. So take a look at those boxes that folks don't normally look at. There's so much great material out there. You'd be amazed at the quality of work, of sequential art, and the variety if you just look. Take a look and enjoy. It's all there for your entertainment value, and your retailer will appreciate it because you're helping him or her keep the lights on. So please go over there and visit your local retailer. Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours. Go over there and look at Fund My Comic. And once you're surfing the web, at all of those campaigns as well, there's a wide variety of sequential artwork just waiting for your entertainment there as well. Fundmycomic.com, folks. Go over there and take a look. In the meantime, we'll be back next Sunday with more Corto Maltese. We'll be back next Friday morning at 5 a.m. for more Comics by Night. I'm not sure what we'll be looking at next Friday, but it'll be great. That's for sure. So go over there and take a look. Go over to the Indie Comics Network. Take a look at our archives, Comic Book Black Belt, Randy Zim YouTube channel. Go over there and enjoy. Buy some of Glenn's books over at Amazon. While you're over there, I got a book over on Amazon too that Caliber prints called War of the Worlds Infestation. It's an updating of the War of the Worlds novel by H.G. Wells, where 100 years later, the Martians start dropping cylinders again, but this time we know who they are. And it becomes more of a war instead of a rout like the original novel. So go over there and hopefully buy that. I just got a royalty check from Caliber too. So now I can almost buy a Big Mac meal off of it. So
You're muted, Russ.
You're muted, Russ.
Sorry. It was that Big Mac thing. I just couldn't deal with it.
Okay, that's fine. Anything else, Russ? Anything you wanted to add?
No, we're done.
All right, we're
Buy
done.
more books.
Buy great comics,
Great comics.
folks. If you see some great comics and you know some great comics, you love great comics, tell people about it. You know, there's so much negativity out there and so much nasty trolling in those anti-social networks. It's well past time we started talking positively about the stuff that we love. So go out there and spread the love, folks. There's so much great stuff out there to talk about as opposed to just trolling somebody or whatever. So do that, please. Spread some positivity out there and spread the love of comics.
Buy what you like, but buy
what you like. Buy what you like. Actually gift what you love. You know, holidays are going to be coming up soon, sooner than we expect. So this whole year has gone by like a snap, despite all of the craziness that's been going on. So
Holidays are coming.
Holidays are coming.
Coke said that.
Yep. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Thanks
Does
so
it done,
much. Thanks a lot for being here. We'll see you.
Accomplished.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
It means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
That's right.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.